How are we doing, everyone? This is Kevin Junior Products, and in this video I want to highlight some of the issues with using a zero gapped trimmer like this one. When the blades are zero gapped, it means exactly that. The front blade and the back blade, when they sit together and the teeth come together, there is no gap. So it's going to give you the closest trim possible, okay? It can't get any closer. Now, on two of my machines, the Raptor and the Skeleton Pro Detailer, both those blades are zero gapped. Now, you cannot use this machine like you would any other trimmer you've had in the past if it's not had zero gap blades. You have to change your technique ever so slightly. And the two main things that you have to do differently are as follows. First of all, you've got to stretch the skin, and especially if you've got hair that grows upwards or in different directions. If it doesn't grow down like normal hair does, it grows up and left and right, then you really need to listen to this advice. Stretch the skin so that it's a blank, plain, flat canvas. Now, what also happens is when you stretch that skin, if you imagine this is a hair follicle and it's on your skin like so, and some guys have hair that's so flat to the skin, a trimmer will go over it and it'll just glide over. It cannot get underneath to make it clip and cut. So when you stretch the skin, that hair follicle will ever so slightly elevate like this. Only a tiny bit, but that's all you need, because then the blade can go underneath and cut the hair, right? So that's why it's so important to stretch the skin out as much as possible. Then these little hairs will then start to pring up, even just a smidge of a millimetre. And then with your trimmer, I've got the guard on so I can show you without pulling my hairs. But then with the trimmer, you're not going to go in straight like this, because those zero gap blades will rip you to shreds. That I can guarantee you. If you go in straight on like that, you've had it. And then you're going to email me and say, oh, your trimmer's crap, it's cut me to pieces. What you need to do is, instead of going straight on, you need to come in at an angle like so that the blades run down your neck and they can get underneath the hair and cut it. Not like this, okay? So not like this, like this. Just literally tilting up your elbow, raise your elbow, and then come down. Obviously, you'll be looking in the mirror, so you'll be able to see where you're going. And you come down, not straight on. If you go straight on with this blade, you're going to cut your neck to pieces, I promise you. But just by lifting your elbow up and coming downwards, stretching the skin out, you're going to have such a better result every single time, I guarantee it. And again, if those hairs are growing up, left, right, then as you come down, you might have to come to the side, you might have to go across, but never face on, always at an angle. And also, last but not least, the pressure that you apply. If you've had another trimmer bit in the past that was nowhere near zero gapped, it had quite a gap between the two blades, you might be able to be a bit vigorous with it. You can't do that with zero gap blades. You're gonna shred your neck. You need to take your time, be nice and smooth with your strokes, but also don't apply too much pressure. Be very soft and gentle with it. If you're too gentle, then it might pull a little bit as well. So then you know, right, I need to add a little bit more, and then you'll find, it's trial and error, you'll find the sweet spot where you'll just know, okay, that's how much pressure I need to apply. That's the angle I need to get. And then you will have a machine for life that will give you the closest trim possible. But I can't stress to you, without doing those little changes, not going straight on, coming in at an angle, stretching the skin, changing the pressure that you apply, if you don't do that, then yes, you are going to cut yourself and you're going to then want to send this back. If you do what I've just said, you're going to have better results.